we've got our paper set up and we're ready to go. So what you've actually got to think about is the different tools that you actually use for drawing and how you can actually use them. Like I said, some of the tools that you actually got when you do drawing is firstly your personal tools, which is like a pencil, an eraser, and your Hulk sharpener. And other ones that you actually need are your 45-degree set square, as well as your 60-degree set square. Now for most of this time, because we're going to be looking at one-point perspective or orthographic drawing, chances are you're not going to be using this 45 degrees so much, but we'll just keep it there. It's there for your knowledge so you know what it's actually used for. We can use it mainly for oblique. Now with these set squares as well, you can actually see that it's got like it actually works as a ruler as well, so we know where to actually do our lines. Before we actually start doing any technical drawing at all, we want what they call is a title block. The title block is like a border, and we draw it around the outside, and it's got a little space down below here for where you actually put your name and the details like the name of the drawing, your class and your teacher's name as well. Okay, so I'm just going to actually draw up the square here. Now remembering, I've got this paper square, so it's all aligned with my T-square to the board, and I'm also going to be using that so I can draw straight lines down as well. T-square sits there, and this sits hard against the T-square so I can draw up and down the page as well. Okay, so the first thing another big thing that you really need to be aware of is that when we look at these drawings, they need to be pristine, they need to be clean. So check your tools and make sure they're actually clean as well. Like we know that they're going to be shared in class more than likely, unless you're going on further and you've got your own set, but make sure they're clean so that you don't leave any grubby marks, because you can actually get marked down for that. So the first thing I'm actually going to do here, I'm just aligning that with the edge, and I'm going to come in roughly about 10 millimeters. I've just put a little dot there, you can't actually see it. Actually, I can't even see it, it's that fine. Oh, there it is, it's that one there. And now that I've actually got my dot, I'm going to come up here, and I'm just going to align it. Now, with all of these, you've got to make sure that it's all light work. So I'm actually just going to come along and I'm just dragging my pencil across the page really, really faintly so you can't actually see it. Now that I've done that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do my measurements here. I'm going to come in 10 mil, and I'll come in 10 mil on the other side. Right? Now here, I'm going to be actually using the T-square and the set square in combination. Like I said, this is square to the edge, and then the base of this, so I've got the 90-degree angle on the T-square, is sitting there quite firmly as well. Okay, so that's hard against the T-square, and when I'm happy that everything's actually aligned, I'm actually then going to come back and draw my line in there. Right? Same on the other side, and you've got to start flipping these tools around. You want to make sure that you've got them in the best position for you. So in this case, I could actually move the T-square there, or I'm going to keep it here and actually try to turn. See, if I try to turn that, that's not going to work. Okay, I need to actually have it at 90 degrees there. So if I wish to do that, I can come this way, as long as I've got enough so it's actually steady on the board, firm there, firm there. And see, I'm a bit uncomfortable with this, so I'd actually start to flip it. You could also possibly even use your T-square if you've got enough room. That can be square against the side there, and I'm coming up to here, and I'm just drawing the line down there like that. Okay, sorry about this, but I've got to go and answer the phone now, but that's basically how you use the equipment.